Welcome to what Clemson folks call the original Death Valley. Stop and take in this scene, one of the great environments in the sport, and this place is charged up today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Back to pass. It's Sims. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He pulls in the catch. That's a big hit at the end, but even with a fresh set of downs. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Solid debut for this offense. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the ground, it's Willis. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. The offense going with the hurry-up.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Same tailback, another carry. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. They continue to pound away on the ground. Makes up a 1st and 10.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, backs they have here now on this roster. Just so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker.
When this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that 1st down marker, it looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They need less than a yard for a 1st down. They'll go for it on 4th. Takes the handoff. It's Willis. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And on the carry, he's heading left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Across the 45 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and his vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to throw. It's Sims. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
And he boots it high into the air. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very...
And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. No fair catch. He feels the punt.
Returner brings it out to the 32. And your Clemson Tigers will take over. First and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to... Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. To throw, it's Sims. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. No huddle now for the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's a quick throw to the right, into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And a PAT is good. Puts him up 5. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Clemson, 16.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And there's the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry-up. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Takes the handoff. It's Willis. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. It's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty sets up a 1st down and 5. Trying the run, it's Willis. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Quick juke to get free. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense is still clicking.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No chance to catch him.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own ends. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Catch made by the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Can he take it all the way? Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on this screen pass fooled the defense there.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he is wide open for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Irish. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Breaking tackles. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. They get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the ground, it's Jordan. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's third down for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And the Tigers will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw to the left side, and he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. The tight end has got it. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Makes a quick grab. Physical run, breaking tackles. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. Great cut there. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Scanning the field, it's Sims. And the completion made. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 49, Clemson 23.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks like he's going to... Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. For the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here, fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Notre Dame looking to convert on fourth down here. Always looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First down, looking to throw the ball. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Brings up 2nd second down.
To the air, it's Sims. There's another interception. We're losing track. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
First and goal, Notre Dame.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
56, Clemson, 23.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a...
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's up and good.
Kick is good.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Oh, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Back to throw. It's Sims. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Willis. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that turnover will finish the football game. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, you've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.